Hey guys, today we're going to take a deep dive into one of the hottest topics surrounding Delta Force, the delays. From the console launch and controller support to the most requested features for the current PC build and the mobile release, everything seems to be getting pushed back. Yet, I haven't seen anyone really break down the facts, probably because they haven't dug deep enough. There's no simple one-sentence answer to this, but I've gathered a ton of crucial information that will help you understand exactly what's happening and when you can expect these updates to roll out. I've spent weeks researching to put all of this together for this video, so I genuinely believe you'll find it valuable. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. First things first. About 3 days ago, game director Shadow released his latest AMA session video where he confirmed that the console version is progressing well. However, they are facing issues with controller input fairness and UI optimization for operations mode, which means the console launch may be delayed. Many of us saw this coming, especially given how Delta Force officials have been avoiding questions about the console release for the past 6 to 7 weeks. Shadow also mentioned that gear caps for easy mode and kill cams for operations have been pushed back to the next season. This is what everyone knows, but I'm going to tell you the real truth about what's actually happening behind the scenes. Before we get into that, let me introduce you to something that can be really helpful for you as a Delta Force player. Are you someone who is suffering from high ping and connectivity issues? Or is it your low in-game FPS holding you back? Or are you not familiar enough with Operations Map and don't know where the good loot is? I have one solution for all of those issues, and it is none other than LEGO Fast Game Booster, which is an official partner for Delta Force. I have been using this tool in a while, especially when I record Delta Force Chinese version content, but I usually get over 250 milliseconds, but with the help of LEGO Fast, I could lower it to 90, which allows me to enjoy the game with 0 packet loss and server lag with just one click. It even allows you to switch your server to any region you like. Just select the server you need to play and click Boost. On top of that, LEGO Fast provides an option to boost your FPS by configuring your system, and you could overclock your GPU, and it has tons of cool features to play around. It doesn't stop there, as it offers this interactive overlay map feature, which allows you to see spawn points, all loot locations, and extraction points for all operations maps in-game. This feature will help you a ton if you are just starting out or trying to learn those hard maps like Space City and Brackish. It also offers a bonus feature, which allows you to use a custom crosshair. The best part is this tool is not limited to just Delta Force, but supports over thousands of PC and console games, including Call of Duty, Fortnite, Valorant, Apex, Marvel Rivals, Counter-Strike, or you name it. You can download LEGO Fast and try out the free trial using the link at the top of the description or pinned comment and use the code DASH to get 30% off when you subscribe. And big thanks to LEGO Fast for sponsoring today's video. To truly understand what's happening with Delta Force and why these delays are occurring, we first need to talk about TiMi Studio Group, who they are and what they do. TiMi Studio Group is one of the largest and most successful game development studios in the world. It operates as a subsidiary of Tencent Games, the gaming division of the Chinese tech giant Tencent. Founded in 2008, TiMi has developed a considerable number of mobile games, many of which have been highly successful. If you visit their official website, you'll find a list of games they've developed, and nearly all of them are mobile exclusive, except for Pokemon Unite, which is also available on the Nintendo Switch. While these games can technically run on a PC using an Android emulator, they were not designed for that. This makes Delta Force their first ever PC game, as well as the first title they are actively developing for consoles. That alone explains why the development process might be taking longer than expected. From the list of games TiMi has developed, the only one I've personally played is Call of Duty Mobile. This game brings together the best content from past Call of Duty titles, including Modern Warfare and Black Ops. It features over 50 multiplayer maps from those classic games and offers some of the best graphics for a mobile shooter, all while maintaining compatibility with mid-range devices. Even though Call of Duty Mobile is published by Activision, TiMi Studio is responsible for its development and optimization, which is a major reason for its success. Call of Duty Mobile has achieved phenomenal numbers, passing 500 million downloads with over 90 million monthly active users and around 20 million daily active users. Even if you combine the entire PC and console Call of Duty player base, it doesn't come close to these numbers. They are outnumbered by a huge margin. With that in mind, it's clear that Delta Force's main focus will be on mobile. A vast majority of mobile gamers are likely to give this game a shot when it launches, despite its delay from January 20th to summer 2025. TiMi Studio maintains a high standard when it comes to optimization, and by the end of January, the mobile version of Delta Force wasn't meeting those expectations. This is primarily because of the sheer number of different Android devices on the market, many of which were struggling to run the game properly, even though it was performing exceptionally well in China. If you weren't aware, Delta Force actually launched in China on September 26, 2024, for both PC and mobile. By now, it should be clear why the console launch and other key features have been delayed. But if you're still confused, let me break it down for you. The primary reason for the console delay is that development for the console version started much later. Unlike the mobile and PC versions, there is no console version available in China or anywhere else, and console gaming isn't as popular in Asian countries as it is in Western regions. This naturally means that consoles were never the priority from the beginning. Another major factor is crossplay. To address long queue times, the developers want to enable crossplay between PC and console players. Without this feature, certain regions with fewer console players might struggle to find matches, leading to an overall poor experience. Of course, players will have the option to disable crossplay, but that will inevitably result in longer matchmaking times. Additionally, controller support for PC is also tied to the console launch. Even if they release the console version without crossplay, they would still need to figure out how to balance controller input against keyboard and mouse users on PC. Considering all these challenges, I wouldn't be surprised if the mobile version launches before the console version. In fact, that was the original plan, if Team Jade had managed to meet their deadlines. Now, let's discuss the delays for other features. Kill cams and gear caps for easy mode have already been in the Chinese version of the game since the beginning of the Starfall season. The developers have stated that these features are still under testing, which suggests they want to maintain a certain standard before rolling them out globally. But is that really the case? For kill cams, that explanation makes sense, but for gear caps, it's not so clear. My guess is that this delay is also tied to player count. Delta Force has been slowly losing players, but offering the campaign mode for free helped them recover some of that lost player base. One of the biggest concerns is the lack of any mention of a solo mode for operations in the recent AMA, despite it being one of the most requested features. The reason is obvious. They don't have enough players to split the matchmaking queues. If a solo mode were introduced, a significant portion of the player base would switch to it, increasing queue times for the standard trio mode. In China, the solo mode is only available from Thursday to Sunday, so if the global version could implement something similar for weekends, that would be a great solution. However, at this point, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Delta Force will continue to include monetization strategies commonly seen in mobile games, such as lucky draws and research bundles that can cost hundreds of dollars to guarantee a reward. Additionally, despite their initial promise to stick with military-themed cosmetics, they have already started introducing more non-military skins, and there's a good reason for that. While many players complain about unrealistic skins, they consistently outsell grounded, military-style cosmetics. That said, there is currently a bundle in the store featuring 4 operator skins for just 2,400 Delta tickets. If this bundle performs well, the developers might consider releasing more like it. As I mentioned earlier, this is a completely free-to-play game with no pay-to-win elements, so microtransactions are necessary to keep the game profitable. As long as they don't start designing skins similar to Fortnite or Call of Duty's more outrageous cosmetics, I don't have a problem with it, especially considering that the game is being developed by a mobile gaming studio, with its primary market being mobile players. Game director Shadow has stated that they will release a detailed roadmap outlining the progress of the console version and possible release dates for upcoming developments. However, at this point, it seems even the developers themselves are unsure of an exact timeline for the console launch. We'll have to wait for their roadmap to get a clearer picture. I made this video to educate everyone about TiMi Studio Group, the current state of Delta Force, and what we can expect in the future. Despite the delays, I still believe this game has great potential on PC and console. PC version launched in a solid state, even though this is TiMi's first attempt at a full-fledged PC title, and I expect the same level of quality for the console release. Of course, you might have different opinions on this, so be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. If you made it to the end of the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to help me reach my goal of 3,000 subscribers by the end of February. Until next time, take care and happy gaming.